What's going on, everybody? F4LESS Roller here again. We're putting up these young birds in the wind. Oh man, today has been windy. Can you say windy? But look at them. They're enjoying the sky. They're flying stronger and longer. They've been flying for already 15 minutes now. And they just been like enjoying the sky. So I'm just gonna let them go. I mean, what are we gonna do, right? They're enjoying the sky. Of course, some of the younger ones are not, but we'll get them up there too. Come on, guys. Yeah, look at that. Get them up, boys. Get them up. And guys, get them motivated. Yeah, look at that. Oh my goodness. Yep. Gotta get them flying, gotta get them comfortable with this wind. It's been a brutal windy day today. I put up the older kit and they were just gone. That wind just kept them out of sight. But of course they're rolling too, so that's why they're out of sight. But yeah, guys, I decided I'm gonna be doing the drawing here pretty soon. I have 4 young birds that I do wanna send out and give out to somebody. I'm helping somebody with the second round, so I won't be able to give out as much as I wanted, but maybe I could do some more out of the 3rd or the 4th round here. Then I'll donate some more and give out to my followers. You know, guys, we out here flying birds. We out here trying to do what we can to promote this hobby, to keep them going and growing. And you know, it really takes everybody to make it fun. And you know, the main thing is you gotta know what you want. You know what a quality roller is and aim for that. I know a lot of new guys always come and ask me, yo, who's got the best birds? And I tell them, I was like, nobody's got the best birds. As far as I'm concerned, nobody's got the best birds. The best birds are the ones that you put time into them. And you select through them. And you do this. You push them up. You let them go. You gotta just motivate them to fly, Those are gonna be your best birds. Sometimes your best birds are the ones that are leftovers. There's different ways to look at it. So, I've met a few new guys and they're spending big money on birds, and I'm just like, I don't even know if you know what you're getting yourself into, but it's your money. You do it however you want that makes you happy. But not every expensive bird out there is gonna be a quality bird. You want to know quality, you need to spend time with a certain individual, see what they're flying, see what they are calling quality birds, and then you go off from that. Over the years, I've heard some guys that talk about birds, and man, it sounds great, but you get to see them in person and watch birds in person, and you realize, the quality isn't as good as you like, but to them, they love it, right? They love it. And it's just, and I'm not trying to bash anybody, okay, guys? I'm just speaking in general. The things that you like and the things that people describe can sometimes sound alike, but then when you see it in real person, you might be like, yo, this ain't even the same thing that we're talking about. You know what I mean? But so what I'm trying to get at is, you got to be out there. You got to go visit these guys, see what they consider a quality roller, and then build out from that. You know, um, when I was new, shoot, a bird rolling and flipping fast, that was plenty good. I'm like, dang, look at that, that's awesome, that's great. And then, when they start going 5 feet, you're like, oh man, they drop it. And that was just the beginning of it. So you gotta really look at it, and you really gotta dissect it down to the what really makes it a really good roller. And so I always tell people, if you're gonna spend that kind of money, make sure you go visit them, watch them fly their birds. Don't just visit during competition. I always tell people all the time, if you're just basing it off from competition scores, you're gonna be wasting a lot of money. And you want to be able to see those birds when they're prepped and when they're not prepped. You want to see how boring they get and how good they get. And that's how you want to, work with your family. Like, you got to see the boring side of it. If all you do is put them up and just see them perform, and you're only seeing them on competition day, you don't get to see when they go boring on you. You really haven't fully experienced the joy of that family. And certain people, they breed for certain traits. So you got to really figure out what really stands out for you. And some people, they like birds that work. No matter what, you feed them on, they work. To me, that's kind of like me. I can't deal with a family of birds that need to be, super strict on a diet to perform. I just don't have the time. I don't want to waste the energy on it. It's just not for me. But I like birds that, if you feed them up today, tomorrow you put them up, they're gonna rock it for you. The downfall of that, though, is sometimes they're too hot of a family. Now when I mean too hot is just that they got a lot of roll, and you got to know how to shut them down. If you don't shut them down, that bird could get real thin on you. And once a bird goes thin on you, it's going to take a long time before that bird can really, really recover. If ever you had bird get thin on you before, it takes about a month before they really gain weight. And some of them, I've had some birds that they overwork themselves, where they're just like skin and bones. And no matter how much you feed them, even if you feed them, all they can eat buffet style, they just won't gain any weight anymore. No matter how much vitamins you give them, their bodies, they just work so hard, their body cannot keep up. And it's all in there. I mean, you get them all. And to me, like, now you're fighting to keep your birds conditioned. So if you're looking to get a family of birds that you could fly every day, I would not recommend my family, especially when they're in the full roll. They will get thin on you quick. They will overwork themselves, and they will get super thin on you. And if you don't handle your birds, guys, that goes back to handling your birds. If a bird is acting up, handle it. Make sure you grab it. Make sure you handle it. Know the condition of your birds. Find a reason what's going on with them. It's important to handle all your birds. And, you just want to be on top of that. If they feel great in the hands, awesome. If they're ready to rock and roll. If they're getting too thin, you might have to cut back on flying. And my birds here, the first year, you can pretty much fly them, I'd say, like up until 4 months every day. But once you get over that and they start really coming in the roll, they're very dangerous to keep flying like that, because they just get so worked up that like they're just continuously performing. And now you might get some birds that bump on you because they're working too much. Their body, whatever they're eating, isn't maintaining enough. So now you get birds that start bumping. And I had the issue when I had this family. I was like pushing them hard. I hear everybody tell me, fly hard, young birds, fly twice a day, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I didn't really have to do that. But when they came in the role, I had to really learn to step back. And that was honestly one of the hardest things to do, because let's be honest, we breed to see performance. And when they're performing, we want to see more of the performance. So then we keep pushing them up even harder. In reality, and with this family, at least for me, when they start performing and they're getting consistent, then I have to start backing off. Okay? I don't know if that makes sense to you, but to me, I start backing off. And as soon as I start backing off, I notice that the birds learn to control their role better. They learn to mature in their performance a lot better. Last year I bred for depth, and I think I got 8 roll downs. And I mean true roll downs. And then as like the years before, I didn't really chase the depth, so they were actually rolling really good. And I only had like one or two roll downs, very, very little. But the main thing that I'm trying to get at is that when you start holding back your birds, you actually start seeing more performance out of them. Now, to me, that's on a hot family, okay? Now, if you got a strong flying family, there's talks about breaking them down. This family, I never really had to break them down. They always put on a show once they learn how to roll already. It takes them maybe a week to bounce back. You might have to fly them a little harder just to make sure they're conditioned and their fly time. But other than that, I mean, it don't take me long to get them bounced back. So, okay, 5 minutes, okay. Yeah, so, it don't take long for my birds to bounce back. And the guys whoever gets blessed with the 4 that I have, keep us posted too. I mean, shoot, like I said, I always like to know how the birds I give away, how they do, and what they're capable of doing. So if you guys want to see them, let me know. Just say, hey, show them off. And, yeah, 10 minutes, okay. And let me know in the comments, And they're getting big. They're getting big. They're almost ready to be weaned like these guys. So they are gonna be ready for shipping pretty soon. I'll probably say like another 2 more weeks or so, and they might be ready to go. But yeah, they will be ready to go, and they will be about the same age as these guys once they're boxed up and ready to go. So just letting you guys know. Yeah. Okay, baby. Thank you. Yeah. So just kind of giving you guys a heads up on that, and we're gonna call these birds in. But just want to show you guys, we're pushing up the young birds. Look at that, they're muffs. Look at those muffs. And if somebody wants the muffs too, if you guys get drawn and you want some muffs, as long as you're willing to wait, I could probably get you some too. I don't breed specifically for it. They are in my family, but if you want some, I could probably send you a pair or two too. But my family birds already have it in them, so it's not like you won't get them. But since I only have 4 right now, it's just the start. But eventually I do want to be able to share more birds with you guys, and just have fun, guys. Like I said, it's great to be in your backyard enjoying the birds and what they do. All right, F4LESS Roller, we out.